A toast to tea.
Stefan de Hoed.
Uh, yeah, I'll just pause the music. Welcome back to Goon Ginga Season 6. This is the final match of Week 1 being, I almost said llamas in pajamas. Funny Silly Haha Team and Linkle Park, also known as Minutes to Midnight. Pretty exciting matchup so far, both ending in 3-1 for respective teams. Both teams that won actually lost control. I am joined by myself for now. Spry is on his way. But, yeah, so far we've had really good games. Very close. Every team kind of looked like they could beat the others. So hoping we can continue that trend with Funny Silly Haha Team and Minutes to Midnight. Looking at the map pool though, let me get a heads or tails from Minutes to Midnight. But we do have Control first, followed by Hybrid, then Escort, then Push and Flash, and hopefully, if needed, Control is going to be replayed for map number 5, using the same pool, but obviously the first map that was used cannot be repeated. It's a pretty flexible map pool this time around. Hopefully stays that way. And Minutes Midnight call tails. Flipping the coin. Land on my mouse, but it is heads. So Funny Silly Haha Team does get to map pick. And first ban. Hero bans have been introduced in Season 6 of Goon Ginga, if you were not aware of that. And really all that means for this is Sage is going to get banned out one game, and that sucks for him. And so obviously you're going to see that Doomfist ban from one side. You're probably going to see a Ball or a Genji ban on the other side. But looking at those teams as I just brought them up, you do have Funny Silly Haha Team. A very interesting team with JP and Lego Guy on support. Very strong support line. JP drafted around that, hoping to really strengthen where he really shines. Along with Sage on tank, as again for, I think, the 3rd season for JP. They won the first season together, trying to run it back one more time. Sage, of course, is that Doomfist protege. The best Doomfist in the league, if you don't count Lazy Dog. I'd like to see him Doom 1v1 to really take that title. You also have Slimian, who's, obviously, it's his first season in the league. Plays a lot of that Ashe. And a very familiar face in Kata Bates. Used to run this whole thing. Now, he's back with vengeance. And a little bit of Hanzo. Claims he's really bad, but he kind of plays those characters that it doesn't really matter how good you are. Sometimes it just works out that way. JP's actually pitting Antarctic Peninsula, and he's banning Tracer map 1. Kind of a interesting ban from them, but alright. Minutes Midnight now gets to do their ban. At ABC1, Max hates me and she has left me. But you know who hasn't left me? Linkin Park, Season 6, Minutes to Midnight, new album cover. You got Tonk on that tank. You got Mi Chang Ji on that support. Glitter Vomit on that Genji X18, their new addition. Replacing Warrior. He on that Cass, hopefully, maybe. I don't really know. But at ABC1, rocking it up on that support. This team knows each other in and out. They play with each other all the time. And I expect them to really pick up where they left off from last season. Obviously, they're without John Yugio this time. And that really sucks, man. But I really think they can bring it back. Making sure I disabled the 2 characters, which were Doom and Tracer by respective teams. Okay, just making sure both teams are ready as of the moment. Oh, and actually I have the sides wrong. If I do this, it should be fine though. Alright. Checking if both teams are ready, and then we will go in. And you should be able to, yeah, you can hear me from there. Let me unmute this so you can hear the game. Anything else I gotta do? And we are going into map number 1, which is Antarctic Peninsula. Kind of a strange map. We're yet to see this one. We haven't seen Lijiang, surprisingly. Both teams have picked Ilios so far. Going into map number 1 on Antarctic Peninsula, we are going to see a whole lot of fun little comps along with Spry joining the cast.
What's up, team?
You are now unmuted.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm booting. Sorry.
No, you're good. There's a spot for you in my heart and in the lobby.
Oh, say less. Oh my god, and I get to see my guy X18 play a little bit, huh? All
You
right,
sure do. Give us a little rundown on him being a first-time player.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. We've been playing just playing ranked together. But actually, I met him probably 4 or 5 years ago in Overwatch 1 when he was on an alt smurfing, and
Whoa.
and I think he just diffed me really hard, and I was like, yo, we should queue some games sometimes. And then
Classic
yeah.
Spry looking for a carry.
All right, let's back.
It's okay if we tap on the glass, the fish will shake.
I logged into the wrong account. My fault.
Well, that's okay. Honestly, kind of what we expected from both sides, except Sage on that Orisa, because Doom was banned this match. Glitter on that Genji, X18 on the Cassidy, Tonk on the Ball, Mi Chang Ji on Ana, and ADBC1 on that Juno, along with Scrug on Orisa, Slimin on Cass, Katabates on that Hanzo, Lego Guy on that Brig, and JP3 Reigns rocking his tried and true Baptiste. Forgot what his name was for a second. Tomp going in for a big slam early. Get some pretty decent damage, and Scrug going to be antied pretty early into this fight. Getting a pretty aggressive angle so far, and actually forces out that lamp pretty dang quickly.
Would you like to move me to a spectating position?
I would love to.
Yippee!
All right, and that
Grazie.
Minutes to Midnight team, they take
First point?
Yep, they take first point cap very early. The very decisive fight win. But that's kind of what we expected. Minutes to Midnight is a team that has played together for 3 or 4 seasons now.
Yeah, this is four players who are very familiar with each other and their games, and I know most of them.
Yeah, they're all from that John Yugio team.
Games with all of them. Mr. John
Yugio
Yugio himself, my old coach.
I don't want to say groomed them, but like.
Yeah. Oh, Tonk, dude.
That was a rough
I'm a fan of
Tonk
Tonk Ball. I'm a fan of Tonk Ball. I gotta say it. I think everybody is, but like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Well, Tonk is the
definitely
ball
one of my
guy.
favorite tanks to watch.
Yeah.
Glitter Vomit
Sage goes
doing
down
his
early
classic
again.
work, dude.
That was a big slam by
Look at him
Tonk.
go, man. Okay, blading for Aura.
Huge blade, huge blade. But they don't need it. Katabate's getting
Yeah,
off that
you know, he
Hanzo.
didn't want the blade. He didn't want the blade.
No, not at all. It doesn't look like they need it. They're gonna have 4 ults up in a second, along with 2 swaps
And
on
they're
the side
just
of Funny.
totally. I mean, look at the ult percentage here. Like they
Oh
are.
yeah, and you can Navi stats.
They
in Voice Spectator.
pretty much they've won the point at this point. Like just because of ults, purely because of ults. I don't think Silly Funny Haha has any chance of keeping up just because of the
Yeah, and Katabates
amount
goes
of ult
down.
usage here.
They do actually end up killing Tonk in the back, but JP might go down to this Glitter Bomb. A guy in the background gets one with the dash. Is going to get
Oh,
harassed
Legos
by
guy.
the Brig. It's not going to be enough though. He's going to get
Look
away.
at that guy, another new guy to the league, as far as I know.
Yeah,
so I'm reading more about this guy too.
he's a Brazilian support player.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Wait. Oh, X18 Aura farming. Wait. Oh my God. Yep.
this
I
guy
mean,
is just too
oh.
strong. Katabates gets him though. It's going to mean
though.
absolutely nothing. That's just a stat.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, he won them that fight pretty convincingly, and that's gonna be first point. I mean, it was a
Absolutely.
pretty convincing first point. I think it was hard for Silly Funny Haha to keep up though, because they made their swaps at such an inopportune time. They had no ults. They were running into a 4 ults like with nothing, and
Well,
they
And then
just got out
Katabates
ult
switches
cycled.
back to the Hanzo. After switching off, he doesn't get Dragon Strike. He doesn't get anything from that. And looking
Honestly,
at
I
the
didn't
stats,
even
I mean, it's
see what he
kind
was
of
on beforehand.
obvious where this team is falling short. I mean, like Glitter Vomit and X18 are just able to do so much more right now because all that space Tonk is making. They have 3 deaths on the side of Minutes to Midnight.
Yeah, they might be focusing too hard on this ball and just giving up everything. And I mean, I'll have to investigate a little more heavily, but
Well, and that's something that Ball's really good at. I mean, it's good to look at him every now and
especially
again.
Tonk.
Exactly. Tonk
I mean-
knows his limits.
And
They are-
he's just a solid ball player. I mean, he's
know.
played ball for a long time. He knows the rollouts. Knows look
Legos
at that.
guy
Like, look
rolling
at that
immediately.
engage.
JP on the Moira.
That-
JP's gonna go down too. This is another
What
fight
an
win for
engage.
Minutes to Midnight.
Like that was just pure coordination. That was, I mean,
That was insane. Honestly,
yeah,
I think
that was a great play.
Funny Silly has to go Sombra. I think they need to play that really
Scrug might have to
anti-dive.
go hog. Honestly, Scrug could play Doom here if he just
he wasn't
focuses on
banned.
keeping the. Oh, true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. My fault.
Yeah, Doom and Trista were the bans for this map. You weren't here for that, so it's not a super big deal.
And Tracer, huh?
Yeah, I don't
Who
know
are
that I
they
agree with
banning?
that.
Who were they banning out with Tracer? I mean,
don't know, but Slimy
they
gets a
don't
pick
know
onto
what-
ADBC1. Big anti though onto Scrug, won't allow him to
That's
push. JP's also pretty low
and
in
they
his backline.
stabilize.
Tonk-
Slimmy needs to take a little more aggressive position here. He's getting almost no value and getting caught out right now.
I know, but it made X18 look at him, and it gave his team enough space to really get aggressive and push that top side. X18 with
Yeah,
the
they
only
claim, that,
ult
they
on the
claim that
board.
high ground and just push the rest of the team out. I mean, they reclaim the space, which is what they need to do. They need to focus on one area of the map and just control that more heavily. Tonk
Yeah,
doing
they
a sneaky
really do.
ball thing. Oh, big ult maybe.
Nah, it missed.
Couldn't engage on it.
It barely missed Scrug.
And I don't think Tonk saved his grapple for it too. I don't think it was very well communicated. But I mean, sometimes those things happen. It's just you got to do a heat of the moment check, and
Yeah, and this is already looking
this
much
queen might get
better.
bullied out. I want to. Oh,
No, he's gonna get Glitter Vomit.
oh.
Going in with the Rampage, gets a pretty big
ant.
ult.
Nah, that Cole just did numbers for this team.
Absolutely.
That saved them that fight. That was
Well,
a great
And that's
Cole
where this
lesson.
team really knows each other. JP and Sage have been on a team for a few seasons now. On top of Katabates rejoining his brother, who he's played with before, multiple times. Because that's how being related to someone works. You usually play games with them. Sage falling pretty low on that after that
Oh my God.
minefield, and that is a big
Like,
pile
how is
driver.
Tonk getting these engages so well?
I think
like,
Simon's
they're-
got a. I don't think Simon's saving his nade for him at all.
Yeah, I think that's been a problem. And I think they're just playing. I don't know why they were playing this back left corner of the point anyway. They should have still stayed high ground. That gives them so much more cover from ball. I think. Like
Definitely
there's just
does.
no
And
room
look
for
at
ball
Tonk
to
in the
slam.
sneaky
And
position. This is how he keeps getting these insane engages. He knows where to be. He can just position himself in the weirdest spots. Messes up the PD though as I'm gassing him up.
well, and that was exactly what I was talking about. Where if they're holding this high ground like they're taking now, it makes it so much harder for Tonk to engage.
Absolutely.
Oh, Glitter Vomit Blade, Nano Blade.
K-Debate's trade supports, but it's not going to be enough. This Glitter Bomb Blade has been absolutely great
Well,
for
let's
them.
see, because this
health
Moira's
pack's going to
stabilizing
secure him.
though.
Yeah, JP actually fades out of the slam, which was kind of huge, but they're not going to
nice.
sustain this.
Oh.
He misses the ult though.
Hello?
Sage walks into it. Lego guy on the backside of point,
Oh.
really terrorizing X18. X18 does go down. Orbital Ray
No.
popped from Juno.
Committed.
That could have decided
That's gonna be a
everything.
rough
Addy
fight.
BC1 using that Orbital Ray really early.
Or in this case, a little too late to save X18. I think if she had been able to manage to save X18 and get a pick or two, this fight might have been winnable. But I mean, they're coming up on Rampage and
They're going to have mines for this.
Creole.
Minutes Midnight
and
only ult
Coalescence
is
again.
mines. A really nice minefield.
we-
Unfortunately, doesn't get a whole lot.
Yeah, if Queen can stabilize here, that's a
No!
huge. Oh!
But Slimian gets one with his ult. Tonk falling super low in the back. He might go
Is there
down
any
here.
Wait, Anna's helping out here.
Adaptive shields goes off. Doesn't matter though. X18 on the backside of point, able to clean up Slimian. Just a Sojourn behind him. Kata Bates. This is for all the marbles. JP rejoins his team, gets taken down by X18. X18 really close to that open Lego guy going to secure the kill.
No. Tough.
Glitter
Oh my
Bomb
God!
back with
Wait.
This team.
Does Glitter Vomit clean up? How quick does Tonk get back? Tonk's back.
Yeah, insane rollout by him.
What a stall.
Lego guy getting closer and closer to that beat. The longer this fight goes out, honestly, it might be the best for them. The rest of their team is rejoined, but Lego guy does go down. JP3 range.
These Tonk Glitter Vomit engages are just crazy.
But that was a really good fade by JP, and it really sets up Slimian to get a kill on Glitter Vomit.
X18 is going to go for this flank here.
Tonka next to go down.
Oh.
Mi Ching-ji on the Lucio.
He's
He's
gonna-
pretty low. Gets one. Goes in for the
Wow.
flash
Wow,
fan,
wow.
but doesn't get enough.
Cinema.
That was absolutely beautiful, but unfortunately not enough for silly, funny, haha team.
And that was such a great, I think, return to form for that second game. Like they were able to keep up a lot better with minutes to midnight. Unfortunately, they kept making weird positional decisions, methinks, especially playing to this ball.
Well,
It's
and-
really giving them problems. Like both Ball and Glitter Vomit they're just so coordinated right now. They're totally locked in on each other.
Yeah, and what's kind of scary is now that Minutes to Midnight can't ban that Doom anymore. They
Yeah,
were
we'll see.
really close to taking that. Now Sage is
They
going to
were.
be able to play back on his comfort pick.
And now maybe they might ban Tonk's Ball,
That
And
I don't
there
hate
might be
that.
another-
I don't hate the Genji.
Yeah, or again, of course. I mean, that's kind of
Ana
the
would
problems
even
with
be bad.
having I don't want to call it one tricks, but for the most
But that's
part,
absolutely what they have. They have a
Yeah,
team of really good one tricks.
right? Yeah, pretty much. I think Mi Chang has been working a lot on his flexibility. He plays Ana, he plays Brig, he can play some Kiri. He's getting around. I haven't played with Addy much recently, but she's always been able to be fairly flexible on the back line. I thought, like from Mercy to Juno to Kiri, and then of course knowing X18, like he's very flexible as well on DPS. I mean, he's pretty good, whatever you put him on. But having the core front line be so kind of hard stuck in their characters it does make things interesting when it comes to bans because again I'm surprised they picked Tracer ban. I don't know if because I don't know if they know that Glitter's been maybe playing Tracer, or maybe they just looked at X18's profile and saw that he's been playing Tracer. I don't know what inspired the Tracer ban, but
Yeah, I don't.
something did, and
Kings and Genji, okay.
yep,
Not
shocking
concerned
in
about the
the
ball,
slightest.
unless. Actually, I kind of agree with not banning ball until escort.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, or a push map
That too.
because ball can be very dangerous on a push map.
Definitely can. And I do like this Kings Row pick from the side of JP's funny, silly, haha team. Because I think
Yeah,
that plays super well into Doomfist.
and I also think banning Genji on King's Row is really good because I think
All those high guns.
Genji is a better pick on King's Row than Ball is.
Absolutely.
I think he gets much more value than Ball. I mean, not to say Ball is necessarily bad on King's Row, but there's just a lot more limited routes and sight lines that you can take as off angles as a Ball because you kind of have to roll into them. And if you don't have space to run up, then you can't really do anything. And since it's so like narrow of a map, I mean, you're left with very limited options.
I do like that cast ban too, though. Slimeman was really coming into his own at the very end of that map.
Yeah, and we played him for a bit earlier this week, and I wasn't really able to lock in on much of his play. I haven't seen him around much. I know he's been around, but I don't remember much about his gameplay. So I'll be curious to see a little more closely what his gameplay is all about.
Well, he's on ping. I know that. He's from Sweden. So obviously, if we
Oh,
combined him with Hunta and Nolemos to create the ultimate Super Sweden team, we'd have Fika time again. But yeah, going into King's Row, I think Minutes to Midnight is the underdog on this map.
You might be correct.
Especially because I like funny, silly, haha team attacking first.
Yeah, I'm doomed to. Yeah, especially.
It's a big tempo setter. Even if they don't get to push it all the way, they still have that extra team fight because of attacker's advantage first.
Huh, attacker's advantage. Big debate in the community these days.
It is. It's a huge debate. I don't know if I buy into it, but for the way they play, fast-paced, low-res Mandata, I think...
I'm looking at low-res Mandata as we speak.
Someone's got to hit the edit of him. It's just the Tracer Widowmaker short, and then it just cuts to low-res Mandata.
Who's making a low-res Mandata montage?
Low-res Mandata Zenyatta skin win. If we don't get a low-res Mandata Ramatra and then the little kid Zenyatta skin,
That would be crazy.
alright, well, kind of what we expected.
Yeah. And before we get too into it, now that you said that, his orb does look like Ramatra's sphere in his staff.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, back to the game. Talk on Zarya. Honestly, not totally shocking. I've seen him play Zarya plenty of times before. It's kind of his
Secondary
I guess, pocket pick.
Yeah, he beat me on it in Season 2 finals, so...
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's got some sauce. There you go.
Yeah, Sage unable to find really any engages so far. But X18 in kind of an interesting position does get pocketed by Addy, so will be fine in the end.
Yeah,
But-
this doesn't shock me. I mean, he's a great hit scan, so committing to Mercy to that does not really... It doesn't bother me too much, and especially when you have Glitter Vomit on Torb, so much survivability there.
Absolutely.
As long as he keeps it slow play, like Torb's kind of supposed to be really good at.
Oh, and Lego Guy's actually on Lifeweaver.
Yeah, he's on the Lifeweaver.
We didn't really look at the teams, we just looked at Mandata.
We
I
were
mean,
so
priorities,
distracted by
but...
his arms.
And his orb and the kid he's holding.
I'm a little surprised Micheng's taken such an advanced position here. I'm surprised Sage hasn't gone on him. That
Yeah, it looks like he's off his
is a
game.
great Bob, but I'm surprised he took so long to engage on Micheng because he's totally isolated up top and nobody can help him. I mean, right now, Minutes to Midnight is playing a very stagnant team, not very much mobility here. So backline's pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, and Slyman can't take these 1v1s against X18. He doesn't have that pocket. It's kind of a nasty position he's been put into.
Scruggs just focusing Tonk.
Yeah, he
so
is.
hard. Wow, that killed.
He's gonna get two though.
Wow.
That's the Sage factor. Looking for that Mercy. I don't even know where she went. I can see through the walls. Gets the res on X18,
That
but
is
this
how
still.
stupid that character is.
I think this still should be point cap for them. They're going to have tree. Nano was used in a very early and interesting dragon use from Kata Bates, but should deny the touch.
Purely zoning alt, and in fact, it may have even been, like you said, a little aggressive. He could have saved it for a couple of seconds. And
Ooh,
I don't
big
know
grab.
if it would work, but
There's a really good chance Sage just dies there, but you still have a high to charge Tonk. And yeah, there's the grab.
Ooh,
Molten
big
Core
grab.
comes out through the window. Actually doesn't do a whole
Oh,
lot.
the
Just
window.
ignites it for one more damage. But Tonk actually
Whoa!
should go down here, but big lamp
Whoa.
from Icheng-Ji.
What a lamp! Micheng!
Lego guy switches to Mercy for a second, but will not confirm it.
God. That guy's a freak.
That guy is a freak. Yeah, this map, honestly, it sounded like it was going to be better for the side of Funny Silly, but honestly, it feels like it's just Sage against the world right now.
Yeah, well, I think Sage needs to start focusing his priorities a little more on the back line. I think I haven't seen him try to go for anybody but Tonk for most of the game. You know, like after he focused Tonk and he did that his ult, he switched focus a little bit to the back line and they won the fight.
I know.
But he still has been kind of flip flopping. I'd like to see him focus more on really getting back there and trying to use his mobility.
Yeah, I'm not used to Sage playing like this. He usually is just in your backline and there's an aggressive punch. If he hits that, it could have been big.
Yeah, he's kind of punch botting the Zarya right now. Or the
Absolutely.
turret.
Interesting life grip there from Lego guy. But JP on a flank
very aggressive
actually
punch.
sets up a kill
Ooh.
for Sage, but Sage is going to end up using his ult. Gets two, looking for
Wow,
Micheng-Ji.
there you
Micheng-Ji would be three.
I mean, he's just been punch botting the Zarya so much. He's just farming ult, like, so he can go for those nasty engages.
Yeah, but he'd have even more ults if he was looking at that backline. Zarya gives less charge
Yeah.
being a tank.
Absolutely.
All he's doing
25%.
is farming Zarya
What a
charge.
pull, actually.
And a waste of a grab.
Crazy grab.
They nanoed?
They nano life.
He wins! Sage is back! He's in the small room with an Ashe! Addy BC1 gets
flip.
punched a new one. What the hell did we just watch?
I can't believe that Nano worked out. I don't even think it was meant to go on the Life Weaver, but it ended up working. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure it's meant for the
Wow.
Bastion. JP doesn't really care for Life Weaver all that much, but silly funny haha team still finding ways to just pull it out.
no.
Glitterama almost goes off the edge, but they won't get a touch now. That punch was huge. Just barely makes it so Tonk can't get into position as they continue to light his bubbles up. They really hate themselves. Tonk's probably sitting pretty. He doesn't even care that they're losing the map right now.
That's going to end up being a pretty decent bob, I think.
And gets deflected off the wall, so doesn't even get punched in the hole. Glitterama flying extremely low. And X18 going to pick off Sage with a headshot. Tonk able to just collapse onto Slimian. And just some more cleanup for X18 as
Yeah,
JP3
wow.
Reigns tries to retreat back to his spawn room.
He was hitting aim labs before this.
Clearly, man. Taking some Adderall or something.
Well, Well, he was talking before the league that he was pretty excited because he's never done a real semi-competitive league where everybody's, you know, kind of on a team for X amount of time and all this. Like, it's not a. He's only done like maybe draft or pugs and stuff like that. So he was pretty excited to try this.
Well, I hope he's having a good time because he's killing it in his debut.
Oh, if they can keep Tonka up.
JP Nano's the Life
Meechang
Weaver
hasn't
once
used
more.
I can't believe Meechang didn't use the window there. I think that would have saved him a lot of stress. But
I think it would have too, but Tonk is just walking at them.
Oh.
X18 gets JP.
Glitter Bomb again, almost off the map too.
Tonk gonna get 3 here.
Wow, Tonk just runs at him.
I think this K Debates guy's got to swap. I think he needs more engage with the Doomfist to really get on the backline. He has a pretty good Reaper, and it's pretty easy to engage on this team with a Reaper. You just TP on top of him.
Again, they don't have much mobility, right? Like Ash has shotgun, and that's
kind of it.
About it. Like,
But Ash is on the flank right now. Oh, this is gonna be a massive bop, and there's nothing they can do about it. Sage with the engage. Lego guy is going to be the first to fall in this team fight. Actually, JP might keep him up. But
Skrug's
Sage
now caught out.
gets his
Must
ult
be his
off.
ult, but
going for a very
He's gonna
aggressive
engage.
position.
he's gonna engage with that.
I really wanted to see him punch Addy and then slam out, but that still worked in the end. Gets Valk out. They can kind of play this slow from here out because they don't have the engage yet.
Skrug needs to get everybody off this high ground.
Absolutely.
Desperately.
That Meechang G ult, though, is going to absolutely blow him up. No touchers for the side of Silly Funny Haha team.
Pretty solid showing from Minutes to Midnight, to be honest.
Absolutely. I'm going to make the call. JP's banning Mercy game 3.
Whoa. Actually, that's not a bad call, especially if they if they decide that X18 is like the pocket on X18 is going to be a problem. We'll have to see what map it is. I think it'll be map dependent, but
It's very reminiscent of John Yu-Gi-Oh leading this team to a victory by sheer force of will.
yep.
And not the rest of the team playing down, but playing up to his strengths, really able to just play off of that pure mechanical skill. And he might not have the call-outs that John Yu-Gi-Oh does. Nobody does. But it
Yeah, I was
doesn't
gonna say,
matter.
That's always, that was always a real big benefit of playing with the John Yu-Gi-Oh guys. Is he was really good at getting every ounce of potential out of the people he was playing with.
Knowing
So, I mean,
every little thing about every little map, what comps to play, when to play them.
when he was locked in, like you, yeah, I mean there was no real win. There was no real win against that. Is ball not unlocked? Jared.
I don't know why he's disabled.
Uh-oh.
Yep, honestly, I'm just throwing games.
Minutes to Midnight didn't want to win this match anyway.
I love preying on people's downfall. That's clearly just what I'm doing. X18 on the Freya. K-Debate's on that Junkrat. Sylmian back onto that Bastion. Same support line from last time for the Funny Silly. And basically the same team comp for Minutes to Midnight. Just Bastion instead of a Torb, which I think is a little better at pushing this.
We saw X18 on this Freya earlier, but Glitter Vomit on the Bastion is not new to him necessarily, but at least new to the series.
Absolutely, and X18 and Tonk, just an absolute powerhouse duo. Doesn't even matter that I'm banning out their ball on accident. Yeah, there's the secret third.
Freya is just such an oppressive spam character, you know? I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
It just Hanzo if he had like full auto rapid fire, you know.
Especially pocketed. I mean, there's not a whole you can do about it. Except Sage trying to get the kill, not going to, and will fall.
That ego dual movement too. I mean, look at this. He's running at 3 people and winning.
Yeah, this guy is absolutely farming right now.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I knew he was deadly, but I just, yeah, he went just clip farming.
Yeah, Mercy might be a pretty prioritized ban for their team after this. But that's what happens when a new player is in the league.
There's the JP3 question marks.
Yep, JP not exactly liking that
Fatal.
ult onto him.
Misclick, that's pretty funny response, to be honest. Goes Rhine. They go Rhine purely for this Freya.
Yeah, almost gets the pin, but such a stupid ability is pin.
Yeah, why would pin ever work? I mean,
I know,
that
Freya
would
just
be
wanted to go
busted,
up.
wouldn't it? If pin actually worked, you actually
I
grab
know.
people and you hit them with pin.
Another ult comes out, Freya being such a stupid
Wow, he has
character.
another ult. They're just playing so ungrouped. Oh, Kata swaps over to the Sojourn. I don't even know how long ago that was, but he almost has an ult, so I have not been locked in.
Yeah, Minutes to Midnight absolutely blazing through this map.
Big pin.
Barely doesn't get the bubble break.
Oh, he's got a shield. He's got a shield.
Sage is just unable to do anything here. Has his ult,
They
but
don't
with
play
what HP? Big shatter, actually! Gonna find nothing from it, but it looked really cool.
Oh, that was... I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, that shatter was just a straight up clip shatter, and unfortunately nothing came from it, but...
Yeah, gonna replay that shatter real quick for the cast. Absolutely hits 4. Big Freya ult does miss, which is very unfortunate. But Sage with that play of the game. Minutes to Midnight going up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, Minutes to Midnight already knows. Thinking the same thing the casting booth was.
Well, JP is very renowned for his hate for Mercy.
Yeah, honestly, I get it.
It's valid. No, I agree. She is a stinky character.
Very frustrating to play against sometimes, especially when you have somebody as proficient as X18 to take advantage, you know?
Exactly.
All right, let's see what map they take it to, you know? Who gets map pick? Funny Silly Haha, right? They get
Yep.
map pick? Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that they would want to play where they can really take advantage of Doomfist, but it's hard because I feel like maps that Doom is kind of good on. So is Freya, like, you know, any like sort of pocketed long range hero. I don't know. I feel like maybe they'll go to Shambali.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of
'Cause that's
what
the
I
only
expect
Doom
from
map I
JP.
can think of, and
Ooh, Sage
wait,
DPS, Kaden
yeah.
tank. Kaden actually has a pretty good diva back in the day. Now, Unk, I don't know if Unk still has it.
Yeah, Diva would be a great pick into X18. A lot of his hero pool is shut down by Diva, and
Same with
he's
Ball.
kind of he's a little bit of a notorious like Diva hater. So, if they don't know that Kata plays has a like good pocket Diva, I mean, if they don't ban out that Diva, that might cause an issue. Let's see what the bans come out as. Especially if they just start hard focusing hard focusing X18. I think that's gonna have to be the play, especially if Scrugg isn't gonna be going on that back line. I mean,
Yeah, I'm really hoping. Oh, Caden's gonna
it's
get
funny to
off
see Haha
my 9 to
also
5
get.
to a mercy pocket top 500.
It's funny to see Haha also get first ban as well, or no?
Yeah, they get first ban with map pick because it's technically a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the mercy.
Pick circuit. That's not what I was expecting.
Not really, but maybe it's better for Caden's diva. Maybe he's gonna play Sigma.
Yeah, if he also plays a Sigma, yeah, I mean Sigma's great on that map, of course, and Diva's actually pretty good on that map too.
As we
But
know.
I figured um, Shambali would probably be the best map for them because there's just not as much super long sight lines, especially once you get past the first point. I mean, you get past that first little choke around the bend, and Diva is really good there. I mean, she can pretty much close any amount of space left on the map.
They're banning Sigma. Okay,
Ooh,
well
they
there,
banned. Okay,
there
well,
goes
yeah,
that.
yeah. I guess, yeah, that makes sense because Sigma's probably a better pick on circuit. So, Grugma.
Yeah.
So we'll probably. I mean, I'm sure we'll see some of the Diva. Um, maybe a Reinhardt. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really
But
know.
I feel like if you're putting Caden on tank, if you're doing Reinhardt, you might as well have Sage on tank.
Yeah, I'm not sure his hero pool.
Really allows that. Caden's most played tank is JQ actually, followed by Ryan and then Diva. Both teams are ready. We are going into map number 3, which is Circle Royale.
Looks like he's got a pocket Winton in there though.
A pocket
That would be
Winton.
really fun to see.
Yeah, it would. Honestly, I don't know what we're going to see from Caden. I'd expect the Diva, but we know what we're going to
Whatever he
get
picks,
from
it's really
minutes
going
to
to set the
midnight.
pace. Yeah, whatever he picks, it's really going to set the pace, I think, for this game. I mean, I think that's what the biggest issue was last game was that they just let they kind of just let X18 do whatever he wanted. I mean, it felt like they were just very much trickling a lot, and there was not a whole lot of
Ooh,
not a whole
Tonk
lot
on
of
the
appeal
Ramatra.
for
I feel like this is
just
his
punishing
third
the
tank.
plays.
I think Tonk
Whoa,
plays like
rolling out
3
double
things really.
Widow.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all, but I feel like X18 has all of the momentum right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think just as a team, the whole team has all the momentum. And Glitter Vomit back on the Genji too. I mean, Scrugg's gonna have a real hard time. Both Slimmian and Scrugg are gonna have a terrible time dealing with Glitter Vomit and X18.
Absolutely. Kidbait's on the Zarya to start. Not sure that I agree with that over the Diva, which could have been. And X18 actually gets popped first, will not go down. Absolutely dome Slimin right there. And hits a big shot onto Caden as he's walking up to this high ground to challenge the Ramatra. it's kind of rolling Kaden at the moment. But that's kind of to be expected when Kaden doesn't really have a whole bunch of charge.
And he's so split right now. They need to push on this. They need to push on this Zarya and force her off high ground. Because otherwise, yeah, good. Because otherwise they were just gonna walk on the supports.
Yeah, and Sage just had some really nice shots lined up onto the enemy support line, but unlike X18, he hasn't been able to really finish those. X18 getting 3!
He just got that little inkling of space, and that's all it takes. I mean, that's
There it is.
the hard part with Widow is, I mean, you give her an inch and she takes a mile, dude.
Ooh, Sage, we're going to see a pretty
the
much
monkey.
mirrored comp. Katabate's jumping in without his
I
Genji
caught the
though, not going to be able to
monkey a little bit,
secure
didn't I?
anything. Yeah, that was a great call.
Honestly, oh, what a shot. The monkey here is a great play, I think. Unfortunately, they lost their Genji early, but I mean, monkey's great in the Genji and in the Widow. I mean,
Yes,
there's
Sliman actually takes down X18. We'll have a res for that. So they should be able to get something out of this, but actually, Lego Guy's going to fall. Sliman should fall next. Sage actually might just fall coming out of spawn.
honestly, I think they're okay with this because I think if they re-engage fast enough, they're down the Widow right now. For a
X18
little
turning
bit
that last
longer?
corner is going to get that hyper ring. It shouldn't matter.
Like, look at how much space they just get for free, though. I mean, they now get the high ground, and I mean, I do not like this Widow positioning right now. It's really aggressive. It's working.
Yeah, but he has no need to pay respect to them at this point.
Yeah. Glitter Vomit with the deflect.
And we're going to see our third tank out of Kata Bates. It is that Reinhardt.
Yeah, I think they just decide that they need the shield.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
the problem is they still haven't been playing with the shield. Like, he'll go a shield character and nobody follows him, but it looks like they're gonna be trying to like hard follow. But see, like, look at this. Like, Reinhardt.
Oh, he
so
gets
far
him!
and oh, huge pick.
I'd really prefer, though, if they played that Ramatra to counter the Ramatra, because Sage getting 2 is really big. They nano tonk, though, and this is gonna be nighttime for minutes to midnight.
Scrug taking a quick nap.
Yeah, power nap in the back line will probably
Maybe he
go
can-
down in
maybe
a
he can get
second.
one before he goes out.
There's-
He should just try to grapple up and out. Like, oh, he fucks up the grapple. No. He could have just grappled over the top. I wonder if he didn't know that.
Well, that is unfortunate. JP has a,
Oh, why are we peeking that?
yeah, I was gonna say it's a pretty aggressive position. Was trying to find him, and
That's
before
what,
I can,
that's
he
what
gets
I'm
picked.
like. Again, it falls back to the fact that the team just is not following the Reinhardt, and the Reinhardt's not helping the team. Like, they're so disjointed right now. I mean,
Sage
another
gets a
great
pick, though.
though.
Sage trying to will this team to victory on the back of his heroics alone. IDBC1 gets popped. Won't fall just yet, but Lego Guy is able to finish Tonk off. IDBC1's ultimate comes out, and X18 is on that Tracer. That ban from game 1 coming back. They'll finally get to see if it was worth it. Tonk on that Wrecking Ball.
The
JP gets...
deflect.
Oh no!
Oh, Glitter Vomit just absolutely clocking in.
Yeah, and minutes to midnight, setting the
Perfect.
goalpost fairly early into the map.
Yeah. And that's the hard part with that map is I mean, honestly, just like all 3 of the maps in rotation, I mean, they all have a really, really hard first point choke. Like, you know, everything is, they got such a long LOS. I mean, Havana is just like Circuit, is just like Shambali, where that first, like, getting past that first choke, the first 2 chokes is just immensely difficult.
Yeah, it is basically
So-
the whole map.
Yeah, I mean, it's still very possible to win this game. I mean, they pushed it almost to the final point, and so I mean, as long as they don't feed. Oh, this is an interesting pick, the Junker Queen. I know you said he's been playing Junker Queen, but if I mean, well, they aren't rolling out on the Widow again. It looks like they're going
Genji
all
Bastion.
Genji Bastion, which,
And that Zenyatta pick from Addy could absolutely ruin their day.
yeah, no kidding. And especially if they see that the Queen and the other here, I mean, Widow would have a field day against this team,
Ooh,
other
they're
than if
going
Lego
zombie
Sky
comp.
turns into Armakiri. Which I would have a lot of fun seeing, actually. Love me a little bit of Reddit Lucio as...
Kid Bates gets a first early pick. His brother Sage TP's in very aggressively at the spawn door. And Tonk is just rolling around, gaming for hope, some would say. As Slim Jims picks down Mi Chang Ji and Sage is executed by X18. Slam goes out on to Tonk, and X18 is
Oh,
back
that's a
engaged
classic dash.
and taken down.
That was maybe a little bit of an ego dash.
Absolutely, with Scruggs switching over to Hanzo here, though, I don't know if this comp really works as well anymore. They needed that Reaper for that extra brawl.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't give that Reaper another shot. I mean, I think the Reaper's fine here. I think you just got to play a little less aggressive because as a Reaper guy, I mean, you're really good against like counter dive. You know, surprisingly, a lot
I know.
of people sleep on the Reaper counter dive.
Shoot,
right, where
maybe
it's like,
it's for that Bastion, though, those bigger hitboxes on that Wrecking Ball. It's not a bad matchup. It actually favors the Hanzo here, but the rest of the team is just not able to play around that.
yeah, and I still think that sorry, Reaper is a better pick than Hanzo here, purely because like you were mentioning the hitboxes. I mean, even though the hitboxes of Ball and Bastion are big and it's good for Hanzo, I just think Reaper gets more done.
Wait, hold on. The heroics of Slimian and Scrug actually saved the point. 1.5 meters remaining, and we didn't see any of it. Scrug and Slime just saved the game. K-Debate's back on that Wrecking Ball. They have a shot.
Oh, Scrug can't die here though.
Absolutely not. 4 ults on the side of Minutes to Midnight. Both support ults up for the side of Funny Silly. Their week 1 hopes on the line with this next push.
K-Debate's on the ball. I wonder how comfortable he is on this pick.
I don't know, but Bastion ult comes out from Glitterbomb. Minefield on the backline. Lego Guy is looking very low, goes down. Scrug also very low in the minefield. There is an ulting Genji. And that is going to be map number 3 for Minutes to Midnight. 3-0ing Funny Silly Haha team. JP went to fade on the point, but at this point it's just Somatics as Minutes to Midnight is lights out for Funny Silly Haha team.
Wow, I mean, what a great first showing from Minutes to Midnight. I mean, I think people were expecting him to be pretty good, but I mean that Warrior dropout is kind of a devastating for in most situations. But I mean, luckily, I mean you got another freak in the league able to pick up the reins here.
Yeah, I mean it's a different hero pool entirely, but
Oh, absolutely, and a different skill set, I think too.
yeah, honestly, it really is rough losing a guy like Warrior, but hopefully with X18 they can continue this.
Yeah, it's gonna be another case of like, man, how well can you shut down whoever is doing the most at the time? Because of course, if you shut down X18, then you're shutting down. Then you're gonna have to shut down Glitter because Glitter again on Genji is nasty all the time.
Well, and I think part of the problem was they played a poor game. I think that's not usually what
Yeah. I would agree. They didn't seem as locked in as they needed to be. They were
and
not.
maybe
I don't
that
think they were
is
ready for the
just the
force
added
of nature.
maybe that's just the added synergy that they already have as a team being Minutes to Midnight.
Absolutely, that definitely has a large factor. I mean, again, you were seeing the dive from Tonk and Glitter Vomit. I mean, the slam dash was doing absolutely numbers on that first point, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like Minutes to Midnight was just a much more comfortable team. And hopefully we'll get a little bit more insight to that with an interview from our very own Addy BC1. Hello, Addy BC1. Welcome to the cast.
And it BC1!
That's right. Addy BC1. Woo!
That's me, guys. Woo!
That's actually her full name.
Yeah, Addie BC1. First,
Whoop.
middle, and last.
No, BC1 is your middle name. Whoop is your last name.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So Addy
Forgot my own
BC1,
last name.
first game in a handful of seasons without John Yu-Gi-Oh at the helm. Walk us through the
Yeah,
difference
and-
here.
Honestly, it's definitely different without having your coach. We miss him, love him. R.I.P. Warrior. Just kidding, he's just a busy man. But X did a really good job filling in for him, especially being like his emergency sub. It's a great addition to have.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
we were definitely discussing that, and of course, because I mean, I know X18. Of course, I was the one who pulled him, but I mean,
Oh, thank you.
I pulled him because his hero pool is somewhat similar in the sense of like hit scan, and I knew he had the technical ability to keep up where like and replace warrior. But I was always curious how the integration was going to work because I mean you guys have been a team as JP or Jared and I have discussed many times that you guys have been together for 4 seasons or something, as a team, and so
Mhm.
mixing him in with the rest of the crowd. I mean, how has that worked out?
I mean, he fit in pretty well. Just kind of like joined the comms. He actually, did his own calls for some of like the bands and stuff too. So like he fits in really well. That's
Yeah, he's quite a bit of
He's
a,
really-
a leader type. Just knowing him, like he's very confident in his own choices, and I think that makes him a good player. I mean, sometimes it can get him in trouble, but at the same time, he's right most of the time. So it's
I mean,
usually
it
not that
helps.
big of a deal.
It helps since we've lost our own captain, like shot caller, I should say more. 'Cause
Yeah,
Mi Ching-Ji's picking it up for being the captain now. We love Mi-Ching-Ji,
goat.
literally. That's what the G stands for.
Exactly. Me, Chang Ji, always here. Tonk, I do have something to drink.
But I mean, we did really good for our first time playing together, like with X.
Well, yeah, and the 4 of you guys obviously have played together quite a bit and really, really held up the reins.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it, but on King's Row, I was like, "Tonk, you got me for that res right there." He's like, "Yeah, I got you." So we just have trust with one another.
Yeah, and it was very apparent. I mean, we were talking about the other team too, and it just seemed like they were pretty disorganized, and that was really their downfall. And I have a feeling that later on in the season, once they start getting getting warmed up a little bit, not only to each other but just playing the game in a league setting again,
Right, it's been a
I bet
while.
that they're gonna kind of come into their own and put up a little bit more of a fight.
Right, especially with the team that people haven't been playing together like how we have been. We have like team chemistry, while some teams are just learning how each other play for the first time.
Yeah, that's definitely a really big factor.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Mr. Jared?
Yeah, so honestly, I was responding to a few people. I don't know what you asked, but Addy BC1, um, did he ask you
No,
what your
I
game
get
plan
it.
was going into this match, or
No, I didn't.
what's your game plan going into this match? What was your thoughts on banning?
Game plan number 1. It was a control map. Get the Doomfist out.
Yep.
After that, we were waiting to see how they played, and we went from there. That was it.
Honestly, it's a pretty good start. And were you expecting the Scrug and Kata swap? We were not expecting that, but
No, we
it was
weren't
we
expecting that.
we definitely had some thoughts about that, and I thought it was very interesting. I don't
I
think
would've-
they. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I just don't think they were expecting it. Maybe they were just kind of like looking for
Yeah,
a
just to
way of
change
hope.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's definitely that stuff like that happens all the time in games, of
But-
course. But I would have liked to see Scrug because I talked about this on King's Row. Like it felt like he was really focusing the Zarya a lot, and
yeah,
like you guys were playing such a immobile comp. I'm really surprised he didn't try and take advantage of that and really
right.
go and touch the back line a little more because, you know, Michang was playing that high ground, like, and I was shocked. I was like, why is he here? Like, I can't believe he's not been punished for
Being
this.
punished,
But
yeah.
it worked, and and he capitalized on the fact that nobody was going for him, and it allowed you guys to really be able to play really aggressively, and it
Especially with the
worked.
pocket. I mean, we just played off of, you know, how they were giving the energy back to us, so
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you guys played it perfectly, really. I mean, from what I could tell, there wasn't much I would change.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
it was a 3-0, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely was. Now IDBC won. The most important question.
Yeah.
I mean, IDBC won. Woo! Looking at next
Woo!
week, you play Hazard Incorporated, that being P.
Oh
Marmon's
gosh,
team.
do we really?
Yeah. Now,
IDBC
X18 was a
looks good.
really good player. He played out of his mind today. You got to play Deathoof next week, and Pat,
The one and only Patricia Marmon.
Patricia Marmon, that's right.
Patricia Mormon, yeah.
The new P. Diddy.
Woo!
You said what?
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
And more importantly, their best DPS, Queso. How
That's
are you
my
going?
wife, by the
How
way.
are you
That's
going
my
to play
wife.
around this absolutely insane team?
Honestly, we'll probably ban the hazard and go from there.
You heard it here, Jackson. Be ready.
I generally don't know, guys.
All right. Well,
I just play.
I get it.
I hear from my friends. And my
All right.
fans. Hey guys!
Tonk, I'll drink
A lot of
more.
them
I
out
already
there.
drank
Shout
them.
out fans.
Shout out to my
Yeah,
friends.
Water's
fans are
good.
cool.
Oh wait, do I need to drink water too?
No, I already got it.
Okay, thanks.
You don't need to drink
Don't
water
worry, you're
ever.
covered.
All right. Well, that wraps up week 1 of gaming.
Yeah, I
Um,
would call that a fairly
Gaming.
very successful first week.
Yeah. Now we just gotta hope week 2 goes pretty good with matchups between Midnight Hazard Incorporated, Flight to the Haha team, and Air Force None, your very own, and What the Hell versus Quirked Up White Boys.
Wait, who?
And
we
those
playing?
boys are white.
Wait, who are we playing? You know what's actually really
Who's
funny
playing?
about the quirked up white boys?
Great
One
name.
of them isn't
Gotta love
white.
Big Bob, man.
One of them isn't white.
Yeah.
Oh, very fun.
Very fun. I thought
Quirked
I
Up,
laughed
mostly
a lot.
white boys.
You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was the one who came up with the name.
It was
irony
probably
of it
Emma
all.
Blemo. TBH.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's the stream. Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.